The Maruti Swift and the Tata Bolt share a lot of traits. For example, both share styling elements with their predecessors, both share the same diesel heart, and both are extremely well packaged hatchbacks. The Bolt is Tata's latest offering to the B segment and is priced at a premium compared to the old Vista. Is the Bolt worth the premium, or should you stick with the segment king, that is the Swift? Let's find out. On the exterior, the Swift needs no introduction. The car has been around for almost half a decade now and is amongst the best looking hatches in the country. The Bolt is a relatively new offering. It is the second product to follow the Horizon Next strategy after its compact sedan sibling, the Zest. At first glance, one cannot ignore the fact that it does look a lot like the Vista. The face gets projector headlamps with chrome accents, a grille finished in piano black with a thick chrome strip running across the top, and chrome accents around the fog lamp cluster. Over to the side, the C-pillar on the Bolt has a black finish, similar to what you'd see on an Elite i20. The windows are large and form the bulk of the side profile. There's a distinct character line running across the length of the car, which looks fresh, especially when you compare it to the Vista. The rear gets a large chrome strip on the boot, small tail lamps and a rear fog lamp mounted down low, surrounded by black cladding. Both cars get nice looking 15-inch wheels, an integrated spoiler and blinkers on the rear view mirrors. The Swift manages to get more second glances than the Bolt does, but we think it's high time the Swift got projector lamps as standard. The Bolt is clearly a step ahead from the Vista. Styling isn't radical on either, and there are definitely better looking B segment hatches on offer. We'd call this round a draw. The interiors on the Bolt are a couple of notches higher than on the Vista. The quality of materials used is premium. It is put together nicely and it feels upmarket. The Bolt has a similar interior layout to that of the Zest, the key difference being the color scheme. It sports an all-black interior with dull silver and piano black highlights. The Swift sports a similar all-black theme too, with dull silver used to accentuate the finer details like the AC vents and the door pads. Both cars get automatic climate control and an integrated music system with USB, Bluetooth and aux inputs. As expected from this segment, both cars get controls for the audio and calls on the steering wheel. The Bolt gets GPS navigation, which is a segment first. One would immediately notice that the Bolt's seating isn't as low slung as the Swift. It does give a commanding view of the road ahead and is a boon for the older folk. Rear bench space is clearly better on the Bolt, and it can seat 3 adults at the rear in much more comfort. That said, the Swift is best used as a 4-seater. The Swift scores in terms of usable storage space in the cabin over the Bolt. There's a shelf over the glove box, a couple of cup holders and door pockets that can house medium-sized bottles. The Swift's boot is a modest 204 litre and the Bolt doesn't score much higher with 210. The space offered on the Bolt is definitely better, and the lack of cubby holes isn't really a deal breaker. The Bolt definitely has a better interior amongst the two. Both cars get 2 engine options. The Swift gets a 1.2 litre K-series petrol engine which produces 84.3 PS of power. The Bolt houses a turbocharged 1.2 litre petrol mill that puts out 90 PS of power and 140 Nm of torque. Both cars share the same 1.3 litre diesel unit sourced from Fiat, which churns out 75 PS of power and 190 Nm of torque. Driving dynamics on the diesel variants are similar, with the Swift edging past the Tata owing to its brilliant steering and intuitive gearing. If you need a diesel car and a diesel car only, pick the Swift, it is much better to drive. That said, the petrol variants are poles apart. While the Swift loves to be revved hard and has power higher up the rev range, the Bolt makes its discomfort evident at around 3500 rpm. Thanks to the turbo, the power is available at much lower revs on the Bolt. Another segment first on the Bolt are the drive mode selection options. One can choose between Eco and Sport, with the default mode being City. Sport mode does make the car more responsive to inputs, but don't expect anything drastic. Eco mode makes the car as frugal as possible at the expense of slack performance. We'd recommend the Eco mode on long journeys where you're most likely to maintain constant speeds. The turbocharged Revertron motor is our pick among the petrol offerings. We'd also like to point out that the noise insulation on the Bolt is marginally better than the Swift. Ride quality is more or less the same, but rear passengers would be more comfortable in the Bolt thanks to the extra space. Bolt is Tata's best foot forward yet, and it shows. The Bolt offers tremendous value for money and comes with all the bells and whistles this segment demands. The Tata is our pick for it manages to strike a nice balance between space, efficiency and drivability. Although we do wish it came with an AMT as seen on the diesel Zest. The Bolt is an extremely compelling package and packs a lot of useful features at the price point. Do subscribe to the CarDekho YouTube channel and don't forget to like and share the video.